So I want to come on here and post a little video. Because I thought about this morning. All right, I'm back. I don't know what happened with that live. Anyway, so I struggle with running the most. It is my weakness and my weakest discipline of triathlon. And my body was just so beat up for so long, I really just didn't think I could run comfortably or as fast as I wanted to. And boy, was I wrong. So there's a couple of things I do because I get bored when I run and I think I'm tired, which a lot of people who get tired at a certain time are bored. They're not actually tired. So one thing I do that helps with all that is I don't run with music, just because I have an earbud problem. Like, they don't really fit in my ears, and I've never really cared to address it. But anyway, so when I run, I don't have music. I don't listen to anything. I try to just focus on what I'm doing, focus on controlling my mind. And I like to think have very good control of my mind on a fairly regular basis, but sometimes I slide down the hill. And this morning when I was running, I felt more tired than anything else. And if you know me, I've got to go switch it to someplace else in my head. I've definitely got big goals this I guess next year in the world of triathlon, and I still feel good about those goals. It's not that I'm behind in my training, but I've probably not been as motivated as I have in the past about other things. And it's like I'm like everybody else. I'm up and down with my motivation, but I also know what motivates me. So I know how to use those things to get me up where I want to be. So I remembered something, a trick I do when I went for a run on Saturday, and I had some running motivation issues. And so what I did was, and I only ran a couple miles, right? It's not like I'm doing 10 or I'm with a group. I usually don't run with a group. I don't run with people. I don't talk when I run. I like to just go on my own record, right? Keep myself busy. And so Saturday I was going for a run, and I just created this rule in my mind that when I see a cyclist, I'm going to start running until the cyclist passed me. And so that could be on some stretches of the road. It could be the cyclist is really far and around, but if I can see him, I got to be running. And so I would do that. And sometimes you get a longer break. Sometimes you get no break. Because as quick as cyclist is going out of your view, another one's showing up, right? So it was perfect. It had me thinking about them, not how bored I was or my mind was thinking I was tired. So I did that, and it was perfect. Now that was Saturday, right? A lot more cyclists were out the time of day I was running. So this morning I was going for a run, and I just wasn't feeling it. And I really had forgotten about my little trick or rule I played on myself on Saturday. And I'd ran a little bit here and there. About 4 minutes in, I'm like, man, I'm just tired, not feeling it, whatever. And then I remembered I was doing that. And so I was like, okay, let's go back to that plan of when you see a cyclist, you run. Problem was I wasn't seeing very many cyclists. So then I had to adjust that rule a little bit. Still kept cyclists on there. But now if I saw a person running on the other side of the road coming at me, running or walking, if I saw another person on the trail active, I would also start running. So it made it kind of exciting today, because I was like looking for a cyclist because I knew how to run, or looking for a person because I knew how to move, right? Run. And so that's how I kind of broke it up. Now, if I didn't see anybody in a while and I probably thought I should be running, then I'll pick a mailbox and I'll go to that mailbox, or I'll go to this, I'll go this, I'll go this. Now, if I put in headphones, I can probably go all day long. But in the races, you can't do that. So I don't want to be that reliant on that outside noise to keep me busy. I got enough voices in my head, just kidding, to keep me occupied for a while. But that's kind of what I did today. So it's like, it's not normal I think it's rare for people to just put on their shoes and just go for hours and hours and hours. That is your elite athletes who can do that kind of thing. They're going to be your faster runners, and that's great. But that's not me, and that's probably not most of y'all watching this. So you got to find those tricks, because it's also in an Ironman, that run man, you don't know when you're going to be able to run. You don't know if you're going to be able to walk. Like, it's just uncomfortable at some point. So you pick landmarks. You're going to run to that pole, run that pole. I remember last time I did Arizona, I was picking every fourth pole I'd be running. Well, then I was just so wiped out, I'd forget what pole I'm on. Like, it was kind of a mess. But, you know, that's kind of like I end up playing that game with myself. And you got to do that with people who don't really think they can run as far as they can. You know, you got to play those games with them. Let's run to the mailbox. Let's run to the tree. But you really got to figure out whatever it is to keep you moving. And, you know, my goal is with my running, you know, I've been in plenty of races where it hurts to run, it hurts to walk, and you just don't know what to do, but you got 10 miles left. So I want to get to my runs to where I'm that uncomfortable, my legs hurt that much that I'm forced to actually do that. So I'm training my body to run more uncomfortably than just settle in. Because I think a lot of triathletes, we go too slow because we're too worried about the wheels coming off or feeling discomfort. And you really can't race that way. So it's like you got to just accept that you're going to be uncomfortable or in pain, and you got to keep moving. And it's okay to feel that. It's okay to do that. As long as you get to that point, you're usually good. But anyway, that's what I wanted to say. That's how I motivate myself to run a little bit. It's not crazy. It's just one of those things. You got to do whatever you can do to keep moving. So there you go, guys. That's my tip. Again, please subscribe if you're watching this. It helps me know what you guys like. It helps me, well, it helps me make money, to be honest with you. Like, subscribe, share it with the world, whatever you can to put it out there. I promise. If you look at my early videos, they were garbage. Each time I do get better and better, or I think so, but you let me know. All right, y'all. Let me know what tricks you do to motivate yourself, and let's let the world see it. Till next time, bye.